Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 9, Lesson 52, and we're still working on subject-verb agreement. Last lesson, we matched verbs to everyday subjects. Today, we tackle the tricky ones: collective nouns, words that end in S but fool you, titles, and amounts. These special subjects hide their real number, and by the end, you'll see right through them. Let's get started. Before we dive in, here's the big picture. Most subjects tell you their number at a glance, but some subjects don't look like their real number. There are a few families to watch. First, a collective noun like team, jury, or class, which can be singular or plural. Second, nouns that end in S, like news or scissors, which trick your eye. And third, titles and amounts, which are usually just one thing. In every case, we'll look past the word to its meaning. Let's begin with the trickiest subject of all, the collective noun, a word like team, class, or jury that names a whole group. Here's the key question: is the group acting as one or as separate members? When the whole group acts together, treat it as singular. The whole team celebrates the win because they move as a single unit. Every member acts as a single body, so the verb stays singular. Look at another one. The jury reaches a single verdict, all 12 landing on the same answer. Whenever the group behaves as one, use a singular verb. But watch what happens when the same group breaks into individuals. The team argue among themselves. Now the players are pulling in different directions. The moment the members split into individuals, we treat the noun as plural. Each player has a different opinion, so the verb becomes plural. Same idea here. The class disagree about the trip, with everyone wanting something different. When the members act apart, use a plural verb. Now a different kind of trap. Some nouns end in S, but are actually singular. Words like mathematics, news, civics, measles, and mumps all wear a plural S, yet each names just one subject or one illness. So even though it looks plural, the news is good tonight takes is, not are. Mathematics is my favorite class, never are. Because these words name one thing, they take a singular verb. Other S nouns lean the opposite way. They are always plural. Think of scissors, jeans, glasses, pliers, and binoculars. Each one names a single object, but that object has two matching parts joined together, so English treats it as plural. That's why we say, these scissors are dull, never is dull. And my jeans are torn, not is torn. These words always take a plural verb, no matter what. Let's sort a handful of these tricky S words into two piles. On the singular side, the ones that take is, we drop words like physics and civics and mumps. Each names a single subject or a single illness. On the plural side, the ones that take are, we drop pants, tweezers, and binoculars. Each is a two-part object. So whenever an S word stumps you, ask one quick question. Is it one subject or a two-part tool? Here's a subtle one. The title of a book, a movie, or a work of art is always singular, even when it sounds plural. Imagine a novel called The Twin Rivers. We say The Twin Rivers is a mystery novel. Is, not are, because the title still names one single book. The same goes for a poem. Whispering Pines wins an award this year. However plural the words may sound, a title is always singular. Amounts of money or time can swing either way, and it depends on how you picture them. When the amount is one single chunk, use a singular verb. $50 is a fair price. Here, we treat it as one single amount, because the money is one single price tag. But when you picture the same amount as separate pieces, use a plural verb. $50 are spread on the table. Now the bills become separate things you could count one by one. So one lump sum stays singular, while scattered items turn plural. Let's boil the whole lesson into a quick check for any surprising subject. Is it a collective noun? Then ask whether the group acts as one unit or as separate members. Is it one of those S words? Then ask whether it names one subject or a two-part tool. Is it a title or a single lump sum? Then it's simply singular. In every case, you're doing one thing. Read what the subject really means, not just how it looks. Ready to practice together? In this first set, each sentence has one of our special subjects. Pick the verb that agrees, and remember to ask what the subject really means. Pause the video and try each one on your own before I reveal the answer. The soccer team blank its trophy overhead. Is the team acting as one or as separate players? The word its is your clue. The whole squad lists together as a single unit. So the noun is singular and takes raises. So the answer is raises. The evening news blank at 6 o'clock. News wears a plural S, but it names one thing, a single broadcast. So it takes the singular verb begins, not begin. So the answer is begins. My favorite jeans blank in the dryer. Jeans is one of those words that is always plural, a single garment with two legs. So it takes the plural verb shrink with no S. So the answer is shrink. Now a second set with titles, amounts, and one more collective noun. Choose the verb that agrees, thinking carefully about whether the subject is really one thing or many. Pause and choose before I answer. The Wandering Stars blank a best-selling novel. This is the title of a book, and a title is always singular, no matter how plural it sounds. So it takes is, not are. So the answer is. 30 minutes blank plenty of time to relax. Picture that time as one single stretch, one lump. When an amount works as a single unit, it is singular. So it takes is. So the answer is. The committee blank among themselves about the budget. The phrase among themselves tells you the members are acting individually, each with a different view. That makes the collective noun plural, so it takes argue. So the answer is argue. Let's gather up what we learned. Some subjects need a second look. A collective noun is singular when the group acts as one unit, and plural when its members act apart. A few nouns that end in S are actually singular, like news and mathematics, while others are always plural, like scissors and jeans. And remember that a title is always singular, and an amount is singular when you treat it as one single lump. Look past how a subject looks and read what it really means. Wonderful work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.